What's up, guys? This is Derek from Classic Game Room. Holy crap, you guys know I play a lot of bad games. Today I played a real stinker. Here's your programming note. Go over to ClassicGameRoom.com right now. You'll be able to see my review of ROAD RIOT 4-wheel drive 4WD for the Super Nintendo. Quite possibly the worst Super Nintendo racing game, maybe the worst Super Nintendo game ever. My review of that is up right now over on the website. You gotta see that. That game, wow. Just, oh, wow. And then tomorrow, I've got another crappy game to review. It's Looney Tunes Back in Action for the GameCube. I actually reviewed the PS2 version exactly a year ago, almost. And so I revisited it a year later for a different platform to see if I liked it any better. Maybe I was just in a bad mood that day. Nope, that game still sucks. You'll be able to see my review of it tomorrow. And also, our Tristan, one of our contributors, will also have a review tomorrow of a game called Jazz Punk for the PC. So, Looney Tunes Back in Action and Jazz Punk tomorrow on ClassicGameRoom.com. But, you know, I'm never really serious in these videos. And I don't know, some of you may think this is kind of lame, but I wanted to take a minute today just to say that, you know, like, when you're a little kid, you know, you don't really know anything, right? And like your whole worldview and what you think of things, that gets shaped by a few things, right? It's like, it's your parents, it's your teachers, and it's the media, for better or worse. But sometimes for the better. And you know, my earliest memories of life revolve around the movie Ghostbusters and watching it with my family. My mom actually taped it for me. It was on like the ABC Sunday night movie, and I literally remember the jingles from the commercials, from the ads. That's how much I watched that tape, and that's how much it meant to me. And I didn't know at the time. You know, all I knew was I really liked that movie as a little kid. But you know, that movie would end up having a real impact on my life. You know, not only like adulthood, you know, and kind of like, you grow up with it, and it's one of the only constants in this, you know, your life. You change so much from the moment you're a kid to, you know, young adulthood. And that's like the one constant that you bring along with you is for me, it was Ghostbusters. But also, you know, you learn the same kind of things from your parents and your teachers. But I learned something very different from Ghostbusters. I learned that it's okay to want to take really weird risks, and to want to, you know, to dream really big, and to want to do things that aren't really the norm, and that, most importantly, that it's okay to fail along the way, you know. And you know, reviewing video games and talking about video games for a living, you know, it's not exactly the most normal job. And you know, when people ask you what you do and you tell them that, you know, they kind of look at you like you just said you were a Ghostbuster. And that's something that I think I didn't know at the time, but that was a lesson I took from that movie. And you know, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, and as a result, I wouldn't be as happy as I am today if it wasn't for Harold Ramis. His writing and his movies, they taught me a lot. They taught me what laughter is as a kid. They taught me what redemption is. Like I said, they taught me that it's okay to fail. And I just wanted to take a minute and say thanks to Harold Ramis for not just the movies, but for the inspiration, and for being one of the constants in my life over the last several decades. And like I said, for teaching me that it was okay to not be so great at something at first, because by the end of the movie, you know, you could be saving the world. This is the first time ever in my life that Harold Ramis ever made me sad, and it turns out he even did that well. So thanks for everything, Egon, and as Dr. Venkman said, we'll see you on the other side.